Serious questions are being raised tonight in the rape and murder of a 5-year-old Kansas girl. This is Zoey Felix.
Yeah, neighbors say they had reported concerns about Zoey's situation for years to police and Child Protective Services, but nothing was ever done. Tonight, investigative reporter Angie Racono reports from Topeka.
There is sadness and anger in Topeka. People have been dropping off flowers and stuffed animals at this makeshift memorial. It's near the field where little Zoey was found, and just steps away appears to be her last known location where she lived, a tent in the woods.
I'm trying not to cry, you guys, but it just, you know.
What do you say when a child is raped and murdered?
I've honestly just been sick. It's disgusting.
Little Zoey Felix lived right next door, and neighbors say she struggled.
Like, hey, there's no water at my house.
Shaniqua Bradley and other neighbors say they tried to help. They made Zoey food, and she would get water from their house. They were baffled that Zoey didn't go to school.
Zoey has been on her own this entire time.
Most importantly, they say they reported it.
I reported it, Ms. Jan reported it, Ms. Desiree reported it. I'm sure we all have reported several times, but nothing was ever done that I'm aware of.
The most recent police welfare check was in early September. There was no power at the house. From Topeka Police, officers then met with the child, who was in good spirits and apparent health, and the child was left in the care of their parent per the custodial agreement. Officers then left the scene. Neighbors describe more volatility. Then Zoey disappears. Only her mother remains in the home.
Everybody was asking, where's Zoey?
Hello?
Zoey appears to have recently lived in this tent where we found a stuffed animal, backpack, and a pink hairbrush. It's steps from where her body was found. Zoey was rushed to a nearby gas station for help. She was later pronounced dead. Suspect Michael Cherry is now in jail, booked for murder in the first degree and rape. He lists his address as homeless. Neighbors say he used to live in the same house as Zoey before they all disappeared.
Oh my God, like we just seen them up here the other day.
A family who dropped off flowers says they recognized Cherry. He appeared to be Zoey's babysitter as she played in a parking lot barefoot, wearing an oversized shirt.
Because it was real long all the way down.
Zoey's dad wanted to make a trade for food. They are crushed to hear she was living in a tent and was murdered.
This could have been prevented, honestly, I think.
The same concern has been raised in other cases. Adrian Jones was 7 years old when he was tortured, starved, and killed, later fed to pigs. His DCF file was 2,000 pages. And 3-year-old Olivia Jansen, she died from a brain bleed. Her body was covered in bruises. A family member reported concerns 18 days before her death. And now 5-year-old Zoey Felix, apparently not going to school and living in a tent, raped and murdered.
KCTV5 is pushing for DCF records for Zoey Felix. The state agency has 7 days to reveal what was reported to them before she died, and that's because of a new state law created after the death of Adrian Jones. Reporting in Topeka, Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.